Providing students with feedback on their writing is something that I feel is really central to what I do as a compositionist. And I want to share a small technique that I've adopted that I feel is promoting engagement between myself and students around the feedback that I'm providing them. And very simply, I'm adding to my assignments, particularly my major essay assignments, a requirement. In addition to organization, relying on sources, a word count length, all of those basic requirements of a major essay, I'm simply adding one additional requirement, and that is to respond to the feedback I provide once the assignment has been graded. Okay, so in practice, what this looks like is I will come in and use the rubric to identify the features of the writing that I feel characterize organization, critical thinking, sentence crafting, etc. And I simply leave this last part of the rubric blank. So there's 10 points missing from the assignment that a student will gain once they come in and look at the feedback I've provided. Okay, and the kind of feedback that I'm offering takes advantage of most of Canvas's tools, from the annotation tools, margin comments, marks that I can put in the text in addition to type, suggestions. And I'm also using Canvas's assignment comment box, so text as well as media, sometimes screencasts of the paper, and sometimes just sort of me speaking for like 30 seconds to put a friendly face with the formative comments, okay? So what I ask students to do is in the prompt as well as in the rubric is to respond with three things. First, a comment that they found helpful. Second, a comment that they felt was unclear, so they have a question about, or if they don't have any questions, if they feel the comments are clear overall, then I ask them to identify one thing from my comments that they plan to apply and work on as we move forward in the semester. Okay, so that's 1 and 2. And then number 3, I ask them to state whether they plan to revise and resubmit this particular assignment, or if they plan to simply move on to the next project. Now, what I find really exciting about this additional requirement to my assignments, is that when students come into Canvas, they have the ability to use Canvas's tools also. So instead of identifying a comment with a large description, when you said this, it made, they can simply get into these margin comments and reply to the comments that I've offered, right? They can also use Canvas's assignment comment box to type up a larger comment or response. And when they click submit, this actually sends me an email because I've set up Canvas notifications to email me anytime a comment is submitted. And it has happened before where I'm in a session of grading, I finish up one student and move on to the next student, but within that sort of next step, I get an email from the first student because they've gone in, they've looked at my comments, and they've already started replying, and we can have a synchronous conversation in Canvas in that assignment space about their writing, about my feedback, and about their plans for moving forward, either in a revision of the assignment or moving on in this semester. So I hope that technique is helpful to you. Thank you for watching.